Hi everybody, it's Peter Schiff. It is Monday, August 9th, 2010. The election is tomorrow, so we have today and tomorrow to pull this thing off. First of all, let me give you the results of the phone banking. Yesterday, we made a record 14,892 phone calls. 169 people were participating. The most calls we've made in one day. Fantastic effort. That means that we did make more than 25,000 calls over the weekend, closer to 30,000 calls. And so I thank everybody who participated. The winners on the day, Anthony from San Diego made 760 calls. Second place, Chris Ruthie in Omaha, Nebraska, 697 calls. Fantastic effort, guys. More copies of How the Economy Grows and Why It Crashes. Now, let me announce the grand prize winners of the phone banking contest. Number one, first grand prize with 80,000 calls made total goes to Chris Ruthie from Omaha, Nebraska. The second place winner who made, or second grand prize winner who had 5,000 calls on the week was Eric Krentz from Prescott, Wisconsin. And the winner of the last grand prize, are the only woman to win, Amy from New York. So those three individuals will be joining us tomorrow at Schiff for Senate and at hopefully what will be a victory party. Now, so people don't lose enthusiasm for calling today and tomorrow, I'm going to announce a new contest. Obviously, it will be easier to win because a couple of our top callers will probably not be participating because they'll be here in Connecticut helping me. But if you remember, I have been giving away 3 copies of my father's economics books to people who donate $200 to my campaign. Well, over the next 2 days, the 3 individuals who make the most phone calls between Monday and Tuesday will also get a set of those 3 books. In addition, I'll take everybody who makes at least 100 phone calls, throw their name into a lottery, and pick the winner, and I will give 2 winners also copies of those 3 books. So we were valuing that at $200 for donations. You can get them for free by winning the phone banking contest or winning the phone banking lottery. Now, let me quickly talk about the Quinnipiac poll that came out today and give you my spin on it. First of all, the headline number is a little bit disappointing. It shows me only moving up to 15%. But the good news is that my name recognition has moved up to 49%. It has moved up sharply in the last couple of polls. Now, here is what you can't see on the surface. The poll was taken over a 5-day period, and I think it only polled about 600 people. So spread out over those 5 days, none of my positive ads were running during the first several days. And also, all of my positive mailers dropped in the last several days. I went negative on Linda first, and then positive on me. So most of the people who were polled did not see any of the positive Peter Schiff TV ads or mailers. And of course, I got a whole new round of positive radio ads going out today. And on my radio ads, I started out mostly negative Linda, positive me are being phased in. So I think if they'd have done this Quinnipiac poll just on Sunday, maybe I would be 18 or 19% based on this poll. Who knows? But I still think that this poll is not giving an accurate sampling of what's out there. Look, I have been out there over the last week. I have shaken so many hands, passed out so many flyers, and I can tell you this, finding a Linda McMahon supporter is like finding a needle in a haystack. I can't find them. Her sign, she has no lawn signs. My signs are everywhere. You know, I campaigned with my 7-year-old son one day. He was out shaking hands with me. At the end of the day, you know what he said to me? Daddy, why do so many people hate Linda? This isn't me saying I hate Linda. This is people coming up to me. Oh, I hate Linda. So, you know, I don't know who these people are polling. We are doing all these calls. I did a teletown hall last night. We had over 15,000 Republicans on the line. 15,000 in one phone call. We did a poll during the call. Over half the people who answered the poll said they were going to vote for me. So, you know, this is what we're finding. I'm getting emails from people all the time, but on the phone banking, that they're getting overwhelming support for me. So there is a lot of support out there. Now, the mainstream media doesn't cover me. Maybe that's part of the problem with the people who are watching these polls. But I was on the platform, the train platform in Greenwich this morning. So many people came up to me. Peter Schiff, I'm supporting you. I'm telling everybody I can to vote for you. I mean, there wasn't one person. We talked to all these people. Nobody said they were voting for Linda. Nobody. So I have to believe that there's a chance that these polls are not telling the whole story. And, the media, people are continuing to email me that the media is ignoring me. CNBC this morning covered the race. No mention of Peter Schiff. We're getting coverage on Fox and CNN. It doesn't mention me. My supporters, they know about me. They're going out of their way to find out about me, and they will vote. They are going to be energized. So maybe the typical person in the Quinnipiac database, all they're doing is watching the news, and so they don't know about me. But the people who are making an effort, the real hardcore Republicans who are going to turn out and vote, they're going to vote for me. I mean, I know that just from being there on the ground. And if you're making these phone calls, then you know that too. Meantime, we still have all day today. We can make a lot more phone calls. Remember, we called almost 30,000 people Saturday and Sunday. That is a big effort. Linda McMahon is making a lot of calls, but they're all robocalls, right? Our calls are human beings, and that says a lot. And again, remember, in this poll, part of the good news, 30% of the people polled, 30% still say they might change their vote by Election Day. 30%. Election Day is tomorrow, right? So we can change their mind. That means when people go into the voting booth, the Linda McMahon and the Rob Simmons people, and Rob dropped, by the way, in this poll, they haven't made up my mind. I know one thing. My support is rock solid. I'm not going to lose anybody going into that voting booth. But Linda McMahon, she'll lose some votes. Rob Simmons, he'll lose some votes. With your help, I'll pick up those votes, and I can still win this thing. Anyway, congratulations again to all the people who won the phone banking competition. I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow, and thank you personally. And again, congratulations to everybody who participated in this unprecedented grassroots phone banking effort. Let's keep it up. Let's not give up one bit between now and the election. We can still make more phone calls. We can make another 10,000 phone calls today. We can make more tomorrow. We can pull this out. Anyway, again, it's shiftforsenate.com. If you haven't phone banked, you have 2 more days to go. This is probably the most important phone banking day. A lot of people are going to make up their minds today on the last day, Monday. So let's make sure when they make up their mind, it's Peter Schiff that they're going to be checking when they go into that voting booth. Anyway, so shiftforsenate.com, sign up for phone banking, and I will blog again hopefully tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Oh, one more thing. I was just looking at my emails, and I got one from the girlfriend of a Brian Davis, who wanted me to acknowledge his efforts. He's from Memphis, Tennessee. Just want to say, Brian, thanks a lot. Apparently, he's been phone calling for me, donating. He's got a special line dedicated to making phone calls, and he's really been working hard. And you got a great girlfriend there to make such an effort to reach out to me. So let me just add this to the blog. Thanks, Brian Davis in Tennessee. Also, one more thing I meant to mention about the media coverage of me. There was an article in the New York Times today about the race, and it did mention me. But when it mentioned me, it said Peter Schiff, who boasts of having predicted the financial collapse. I hate when that happens. You see so many reporters, when they're writing about me, say that I claim to have predicted the collapse or I boast of it, and it makes me sound like I'm just talking. Instead of actually saying he did predict it, he's widely credited, why don't they actually do their homework and find out that I'm not just saying this. Other people acknowledge it. It's widely accepted. I did, in fact, predict a financial crisis. Give me credit for it. When the newspaper writes it the way they do, people say, yeah, right, sure, he predicted it. He's just a boaster or bragging. So we need to tell that story. When you make these phone calls, set the record straight and let people know that I did predict it. I don't claim it. It's a fact. Anyway, take care again. Bye-bye.